Let me make sure I tag the birthday boy in his reading. So this is for Carrie. Let me make sure Carrie gets his reading. And it keeps bumping me out. Hi guys, welcome to Karma on Deck. This is your Aries reading for the week of, let's see, what is it? April 9th already. All right, it's not showing up, so let me just begin. All righty, I'll tag him later. Okay, Aries, happy birthday, right? Okay, let's see what is going on with y'all. There we go. Okay, Nine of Wands. So here's the thing. First thing that comes up is Nine of Wands. Worried, not necessarily worry, but what's interesting about this is working on your foundation. So what I mean by that is this is one of those things where you're halfway to your goal. So if you're looking at your goal, it's like I've got all these things in alignment, but now I'm creating the foundation, but what's next after that, right? So this is all about Nine of Wands, spending time building your foundation. I'm seeing the Chariot card, which is intensity. We have the Devil card in play. Now the Devil has to do with a lot of different things. It's the thing that's vexing you. It's the thing that's your bad habits. It's, you know, it could be anything from someone lying to you. It could be substances. It could be watching too much Netflix. Okay. It could be someone else's situation too. So if it's someone else in your life that's dealing with that as well, it could be just so much easy as saying it's a conflict as well. I do see some travel coming up for you, and there is the Five of Swords, which is conflict. So I'm willing to guess that this Devil card is you having a conflict with someone else, because these two are paired side by side around the Chariot. So this Five of Swords is conflict, literally means cross swords. So that means that we're trying to decide, we're setting our boundaries on either side, right? We're crossing the swords. Then we have the Devil card. So is someone not telling you the truth? Are they evading you? Are they creating the situation by causing conflict? So sometimes these people stir shit. So they're the people that are stirring things up, right? And so in consequence, we have this Five of Swords, which is this crossed barrier, like, okay, that's enough, right? And then after that, we have the Five of Cups. We have distrust, pragmatism, really. Not so much distrust, but it's like, I've got to vet this situation before I move forward. We have the Knight of Coins, which is things beginning, starting over or doing something new that you're not quite as experienced with. So this would be like being a great employee for years, but then becoming a manager. You're still a great employee and you don't not have a skill set, but it's more so that you're doing something new with what you have. So I see this Eight of Cups, which is new beginnings, and you have some new things that you want to do. Yet we have the Two of Swords, which is this conflict again. So I'm not sure how I want to move forward. Six of one, half dozen of the other. Because this isn't the Two of Wands, which is two opinions, this Two of Swords means I'm not going to win any direction that I go. Or that's just the concept that you have with that. I do have the Eight of Cups, which is things moving faster than you feel like you can keep up with, right? It's like going downhill on a bike. You're pedaling up and then shoo. And I also see the Two of Wands. You're looking for advice, trying to figure out what's the best course of action for these next steps, okay? So you want to have good advice. You want to be vetted. You want to make sure that you get the kind of quality data before you move forward. I'm seeing the Ten of Swords, which is overcommitment. You're feeling caged in a little bit. Two of Cups, which is an abundance of love. Now, everybody has themes here, and I'm feeling like there is this emotional upheaval that's going on for you, and you're kind of have this split thing. So now I always say love and money is the same energy. And interestingly enough, it does show up in that way here. You have work and love. You have these decisions to make, and you have this concern for your foundation. Now that's bleeding over from your work into your love. Like, how can I do one without the other? Ace of Wands, fully equipped. I love the Ace of Wands. And the Magician. All right, so you know how you guys listen to me all the time where I talk about how there's majors within the tarot deck, and then there's minors that mirror the majors. This is my favorite example, and it might not be true, but in this deck it is. We have the Magician, which is go time. 100%, the stage is ready, the curtain is going up, it's go time whether you like it or not. Then you have the Ace of Wands, which is, this is that card that I was just talking about a second ago where I said, you ever do something new that you haven't done before, but you're fully equipped to do so? This is a person in the laboratory fully equipped with all the things necessary to get things done. Now that's a great analogy for us talking ourselves out of things by fear, but it also reminds us that we're much more capable, especially in this situation. You are more than capable, you're fully equipped, and not only that, like I'm willing to say that you have it does, like, just because you haven't done it before doesn't mean you're not going to shine at shit, right? But I do see this other thing here I want to mention, which is the Page of Swords, which is short temper. So because of a lot of this overcommitment, what does a caged animal do? They bite. Okay. So there's a little bit of this snappy behavior, or maybe even you're not snapping, but you're feeling it. Okay. PMS, we sometimes need to eat a chocolate bar and check out, right? I call this my PMS card. So maybe you won't scratch, but you're definitely feeling like you want to meow. Okay. Maybe even some impulsive spending. Knight of Coins. Or maybe you have a decision. What? So this whole damn time, 15 minutes, 6 minutes into a reading, y'all got to go to my YouTube now and look at the video there so you can hear the beginning, because I was pulling punches on that one. All right. So anyways, like I was saying, you have this short temper that's going on, or you're just the first visitor. Anyways, I see the Magician, and the Magician is our card for, you know, go time. And so you're feeling as if, you know, even though you don't have experience or feel like you don't, you're fully equipped. Like I said, the Page of Swords is the card for short temper. Now, you may not want to meow at somebody, but you're definitely feeling hissy. Okay. Oh, and I was saying here, the Knight of Coins, the Two of Swords, and Chase, that's what you get for not going to my YouTube. You can hear me just fine on my YouTube. All right, so this Two of Swords here is this indecision. I want to highlight this a little bit, okay? Knight of Coins and indecision. I really get the picture that you are undecided on whether you want to pull the trigger on an impulsive purchase that you want to make. I want to hear it. I want to hear if somebody's like, I really want to buy this thing, but I'm not sure I should. All right, let's take a look at your Aries moon and see what your Aries moon is. You want to book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. Please join me for the Tarot 101 classes that are coming up if you want to learn. I will teach you the majors, the all four minors, how to do some spreads, and you'll even do some practice with some other of the classmates so you can actually get some feedback and somebody guiding you when you do it. Got a couple clients that are setting the date for that, so I will let you know. I always let the first person that enrolls in the class tell me and dictate when they want the classes, because I feel like you sign up, I'm as flexible as they come, so tell me when you want to play and we will do it. All right, here you go. Aries moon, how you're thinking, how you're feeling. Emotional, Queen of Cups, first card that comes up. Emotional, undecided. So here's the thing about the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, again, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. You don't have enough information or advice from either side, enough to make you pull the trigger and make a decision. You got the Three of Pentacles, spending a lot of time on the internet, research, maybe somebody's watching you. Knight of Pentacles, again, that impulsive financial thing. Here's the message for you on this one. You have a lot of emotional cards. Here's the thing. You have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is emotionally reactive. You also have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, which is stubborn. So here's the thing, Aries. You are stubborn right now. And it's no joke that this is your house card, right? Aries is all about confrontation at times. Look at this. This is the Knight of Swords. So you want to be the first one to lead the conversation. You'd rather get it out of the way. You'd rather have the hard conversation and knock it out of the park. You've also got the Page of Cups, which is like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to do the thing. I'm sorry that it feels like this, and I'm sorry you're uncomfortable. Yet, let's play. Let's go to bat. Here's the thing. Aries has got no time for bullshit right now. You've got the Strength card. You're coming from a place of wisdom. You've got the Queen of Wands, which is reputation and image. Queen of Wands is how I want things to look. And right now, if they're not in alignment, you're going to realign shit pretty quick, because look at all these aggressive cards. Now, you don't have to be, I just had an experience today where I had to come out of pocket and let somebody know where they stood with me. And they were not in integrity. And I was absolutely clear that we were going to change that, or I was out. I wasn't going to do business, and I was out. Okay. And I had to get comfortable with the idea of the other person being uncomfortable. Why is it love and light, yet you know, anger is justified sometimes. Jesus flipped the table over in the temples, clearing things out. There's a difference between being angry and justifiably so and being abusive, right? So anger, and sometimes people need to know that they've crossed these boundaries so many times. Why? One, because we didn't speak up, or two, they weren't listening. In either case, when they get too close to the heat, what do you got to do? You got to let it out, because otherwise they're going to keep going up against boundaries they didn't know you have. And you can only be nice for so long. And I see this happening for you. Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the indecision. Okay, and we have this walking away. Now, this is a dangerous place to be. If you don't feel like you're heard, you're going to flip the bird and exit the scenario. But if you're not being heard, what recourse do you have? So because you feel like you want to quit, and because things aren't lining up in this integrity, this vision that you have, and coming off of wisdom from the past, you have these emotions, and you want to make an apology, and you want to make a pledge, and you have a new beginning on the other side. However, undecided, stubbornness, conflict, and you're going to lead the fight. Now, this doesn't mean it's negative. It just means that you're coming with this energy. Sometimes it's absolutely necessary to bitch slap somebody on occasion. I remember those days, and I know it's not great to be violent, but I remember those days when we used to get into it in elementary school. Everybody was best friends after the conflict was resolved, however it went down, right? So I see the Queen of Cups. I just want to remind you, these are emotions from deep within and all over the place. So regardless of whether you like it, emotional is what you will be. And I would be surprised if you are not, because this is a crazy energy. I almost feel like there's portals open, or an earthquake again, because I'm even feeling wonky. All right, let's pull a card for you from Mystic Dreamer. Nope, this is Divination of the Ancients. I always get the two crazy messed up. But Psychometry. This is hysterical. So I just said that you were feeling emotional. And what is that but oversensitive? So your card for the week, Aries, is sensitivity. What's triggering you? Literally holding this piece or this item in your hand causes you to feel and think certain things. So your sensitivity is heightened this week. So just remember, it's not always a bad thing. Being emotional does not, like, having emotions does not mean you're emotional. Or being emotional does not mean you're a mess either. Let them flow, my friends. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. This is my commitment to you, is that you will see my face every day. I'm trying to get that moving because there's been some of this heavy energy the last couple weeks. So I'm going to keep my commitment and come on camera, whether I'm in my gardening clothes and jean shorts and barefoot or not. And looking a little tossed up, but here we go. These is the way that I'm going to stay motivated. I want to thank you guys. I will catch you on the flip side. Let me know if any of this resonates with you. Please tell me where you are in the world, and